I've gotten a few requests on how I make these rainbow dresses with the Touch of Magic tool, so this is going to be a quick tutorial. First, if you're new to Touch of Magic, I recommend choosing the dress without the sleeves. Adding sleeves does make it a little bit more complicated. Once you've selected the item that you're going to do this with, you're going to choose your base color first. If you're new to Touch of Magic, it's the button that's on the bottom, not the plus sign button. Next, you're going to click up to the plus sign button and click over to Shapes. Then scroll all the way down and click over to this ombre motif. You can click this one if you want it to be a little bit stronger, but I prefer this smaller one. If you're brand new to the Touch of Magic tool, the arrows pointing out are a way to make whatever motif you're using bigger or smaller. The ones with the curves are turning it around. The one with the paintbrush is how you can change the color of the motif if it's an option to change the color. And then Y opens up all of these different options. I call the one on the far right the globe button. This essentially stretches the motif completely around whatever you're working with. If you have it unselected, it can make an item a lot smaller on these. On some items, it does make it bigger. For dresses, if you have it clicked, it can go bigger than it can when it's not clicked. So I recommend having it clicked and then going ahead and selecting whatever color you want to go with your base color. I'm going to make this more of a Halloween-y vibe, so I'm going to go with green and purple. But if you do want something that looks more smooth and blended, I recommend choosing things that are next to whatever base color you have on the rainbow spectrum. Next, you're going to click on the Y button one more time, and you're going to click this one with a line in the middle and 2 dots on the sides. This is going to mirror another one of these motifs. Now back out completely and click the top one. That's the one that you just mirrored. Drag this over. Now you might need to click out and reselect it so it actually moves the camera where you need it so you can see what's going on. From here, you're going to pull up as much as you can without seeing anything on the bottom, and you're going to pull it over and try to get as close to no seam line as possible. Now, if you are trying to get something to cross this hemline in the back, you would have the globe button unclicked. But for this, what we're going to do is click Y again and mirror one more time to get it on the other side. Now it should line up perfectly. It might be slightly off. That's totally okay, just readjust it. And now you should have the bottom complete. Now go back in and you're going to basically do the exact same thing, except you're going to use the arrows that are pointing around in a circle like a recycle sign, and you're going to flip it upside down. Now you're going to drag it up, make it as big as possible, and pull it down just to where there's nothing showing. And once again, change it to whatever color you're wanting to use. Now, depending on your body type, you might need to add more in the back. So instead, I'm going to try to match this up from the front. This will take some finessing and some patience. The smaller you make it at first, the easier it will be. If you get them lined up in the front, then all you have to do is expand and pull over to the side, and try your best to get the line in the middle. And if you ever get confused, you can make them slightly different colors to get them to match up, and then change the colors back whenever you're done. See, I've almost got them lined up. I just need to move both of them over slightly to the right. Now the blue one just needs to go up a little. Now from here, I'm just gonna go back in and change the color. I'm not going to move anything. And of course, if you decide you don't like the color, you can always go back in and change it. Now the cool thing from here is if you don't end up liking any of it, you can go in and literally just change the colors ever so slightly, and you might like it more. Please let me know if you found this helpful. If you still have any questions, I'm happy to answer them. Have a magical day. Bye guys.